Welcome to our team training. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to kind of get on. If you're watching this later on, we're doing this as a Facebook Live video, and then later I'm going to be posting it to the team page and to YouTube so that everybody can find it and connect with it and the information. So as people are entering, feel free to comment in the comment box that you are here, and then we will get started. Let's learn about Hostess coaching. So tonight I want to focus on Hostess coaching. You've done the work to book a party, to, one of the many things we've talked in past trainings about how to find hostesses, how to get your bookings going, and how to increase your bookings with using booking games and stuff like that. But once you have a booking, it is so important that you coach your hostess. Without proper hostess coaching, you are going to have a hard time having a successful event. And that is true of in-home parties and online parties. So a lot of the tips and tricks I'm going to share with you tonight work in both situations. Some work better for online situations, some work better for in-house situations, but I think everything can be easily applied and is easily valid to all situations with hostesses and coaching your hostesses. So I'm going to try to kind of meld them seamlessly, but you may have to sometimes think, okay, how would I do this in-house? And maybe we'll figure it out together. All right, so I hope you learned some really valuable stuff from this. All right, let's talk a little bit about when your hostess is messaging her guests. So usually in-house or online, doesn't matter how we book a party with a hostess, often our hostesses use Facebook as an avenue for inviting their guests to an event. That is awesome, whether it's an online Facebook party or an in-house gathering. But knowing that, there's some do's and don'ts for Facebook events. So we all know, we've all been there in the receiving end. I probably get Facebook invites every single day. I got one this morning and it was literally not even 6 a.m. Kind of shocking. That's early to get a Facebook invite to anything. So when we do, often we either ignore it, and I'm really bad for that, I ignore things mostly, or we click, maybe, or not interested. We rarely take time to think, do I really want to attend and go? So those mass invites, which Facebook is set up to do, where you hit invite and you select everybody in your friends list who is usually female, let's be honest, they don't really work. So what you need to do is set your event up, or encourage your hostess to set the event up, whichever way you choose to do this, and I will give you a recommendation for that in a minute. But set the event up and then encourage the hostess to private message every single guest. Yes, my daughter's in the background. Now that'll be labor intensive. It may seem daunting to her, but honestly, you need to make your hostess realize you, as the consultant, are going to do the hard work. You're going to send her the wording, include the link to the event, and then she's just going to simply copy and paste it into private messages, into text messages, into email messages, whatever way she wants to contact her potential guests. That is all she needs to do. You're also going to talk to her a whole lot about how many guests. So because the event invitation, regardless of where the event's being held, is on Facebook, people look at that. We all do this, and I know you can all think this as I'm saying it. We're going to look at how many people are going, and based on that, we're going to be like, well, there's like nobody going, and the party's really soon, so it's probably kind of a boring thing, and I'm not going to bother. But if you see there are, like Carol's going, and Michelle's going, and I really want to see them, you're going to be more inclined to want to go. So you need to encourage your hostess to send out those private messages, because you're more likely to get people to actually think about it and RSVP to the event. When she sends them out, tell her not to invite over 50 guests. And that is key for a few reasons. It's actually a tip I gained from the tag team. If you've ever watched any of their stuff, they're pretty amazing. And they say any more than that and people feel like you've invited everybody on your friends list because you probably have the same amount of friends that you've invited to the party, in which case you're not really inviting people in a meaningful way. People want to feel that you're inviting them because you actually want and value them at that party, not just as the more people I get in, the more stuff I'm going to earn. That's not actually true. So no more than 50 people at the event. And please, please, please encourage your hostesses to private message people. Those people, if they're interested, will click the event, they will click that they're going, and it will work. It just may take some time, and there's some things you can do to help that along. Okay, that is tip 1. Encourage her as well to use those other avenues I mentioned. Text message, email, not just private messaging. All of the avenues for contacting people. You know, not everybody's on Facebook. Maybe they're on Facebook, but they never check it, and your hostess knows that. If that's the case, make sure she emails them or she sends them a text message so that they can still be like, oh yeah, I want to do that, and they can still be invited to the party. Or lo and behold, they're not on Facebook at all. They can at least tell your hostess, yes, I'm coming, in the avenue that they do connect with the hostess. The next thing you want to do is create a hostess coaching video. So this is something that's going to push some of you out of your comfort zone, but people connect better in video. So unless you have the ability to actually sit down, can you please go find your daddy? Sit down and talk with your hostess. The next best thing is to send her a video. She needs to trust you. She needs to know you. You are the consultant who is going to lead her down this pathway to an awesome and successful party. And unless she has some positive feelings and feels like she knows you, she's kind of working in the dark, and she's just hoping for the best with somebody she may or may not have ever met, or maybe met briefly. So a hostess coaching video is a really nice way to make that connection, or at least her with you, and move forward. I apologize. Somebody just said that the internet might be kind of funny. There is a storm here, but I've got everything off, so it should be working okay on my end. But I will. Can you go make sure Daddy's not on the internet, please? Thank you. Okay. So what do you put in the hostess coaching video? First of all, you need to keep the video short. The recommendation I got was under a minute, but no matter how I did it, I could not get my hostess coaching video to be less than 3 minutes. I plan to host the video somewhere easily accessible from a variety of sources, so possibly in my Google files, because then if I'm out and I want to send it to a host, I can do that from my phone, as well as from my computers in the house or at work or wherever I am. What do you talk about in the video? So first of all, you be you. So I did my video, literally, I kept it so that it was unspecific to any host. I didn't say, hi Carol, it's Bray. I said, hey friend, because I want to be able to use that video time and time again. And then I went through kind of a laundry list of things that are important to talk about. So let me see if I can find said laundry list so that I can share that with you. So, hi friend, I just really want to thank you for hosting this party with me. I'm really, really excited about all the fantastic stuff that we're going to do and the fun we're going to have and all the product that you're probably going to earn from this party. So I am so excited. You just want to share that with her. Okay. You want to share that excitement with her. And then you want to let her know that your job is to make her job as easy as possible. Your job is to do the hard work. And that's when I said earlier, we were going to talk a little bit about who's going to create the Facebook invite, the Facebook event page, and that really should be you, the consultant. The thing you want to remember throughout this experience is how can you best serve your customer. So if it's an in-house party and she's using Facebook to set up the event, or an online gathering on Facebook itself, you, the consultant, should be setting up that event page for her. You can make her a co-host. You do need to make the event private. And then you need to give it a catchy name. Make it sound fun. If she wants to give it a theme, give it a theme. You may, if there's a theme, want to reshoot your hostess coaching videos to kind of include that theme, because it really helps with the hostess's excitement. And remember, the more excited she is, the more excited she will be to share things with her guests. So you really want her to be excited. So your job is to make her job easier. You're going to give her the best customer service possible right from the get-go. And her job is to get people to the party. So in the video, you're going to tell her that. Your job is to get people to the party. I am going to give you a free stamp set, maybe the incentive set. That was my plan. If you can get 25 people to RSVP to this party. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to private message 50 people, no more than 50 people, who you think will be interested in this type of party, in a close to my heart party. And I'm going to send you the wording, so stay tuned after this video. I will private message you the wording, and you can simply copy and paste it to all your friends. At the end of the wording will be the link to the event page, so that they can simply click that and then tell us if they would like to come or not. Now, if you can get 25 of your friends to RSVP, I will give you this extra stamp set free upon your party. How fun is that? So those are the kind of messages you want to give her. Sending her the wording is really important. It can be really simple wording. Again, it should be something she can copy and paste. Don't make it so that she has to change like the name every time, because if she's private messaging 50 people and she has to change, delete Joan to read Cheryl, that's going to become pretty labor intensive, and then she's probably not going to continue on with that. So just a simple hi at the beginning. Ask her how she would greet her friends if she wanted to keep it unspecific. Maybe she's not going to use the phrase, hey friend. If that's not her, don't use that. You want it to sound more like her, and give her permission to change what you send her a bit to have it flow and sound more like her. And then she can just copy and paste. Private message, text message, email. No more than 50 times. Okay. Prize for the RSVP, we talked about that. That's really important. And then you're going to tell her that you are going to post 5 days out from the event. In-house or online, doesn't matter. You're going to post once a day leading up to the event. Why? Well, it's important to remind people that this event is happening. Why only once a day? Because if you post any more, they're going to be like, forget this. I will tell you, I was invited to a Facebook party once. Did I even say that right? A Facebook party once, and I literally was probably getting notifications for that party no less than 100 times in a day. And the party lasted for like 4 or 5 days, and I eventually signed out of the party. And I would have bought something, but I didn't care because I couldn't handle all the notifications on my computer. It kept coming up. So-and-so posted, so-and-so posted, so-and-so posted on my phone, on my computer. It was nuts. And remember, some people have their notifications set so that it's not only on their phone and on their computer, but it also sends an email to them. So if that's your customers or your clients or your friends of your hostess, they are not going to remain friends and customers and clients because they're going to get frustrated and annoyed, and that's going to turn them off. So one post from you every day for 5 days leading up to the event on different things. It's going to be something that we might address in a future training, but it could be just a funny comic. Recently we all saw a comic about scrapbooking go out to a bunch of the different consultants, and I think it was a For Better or Worse comic. It could be something like that, something heartfelt, not salesy, but just something to kind of get people thinking and get people interested and hopefully excited for the party. So if you can create that excitement, that is a great way to do it. You also, in your hostess coaching video, want to tell your hostess she needs to interact with those posts. So your jobs, Sally Hostess, as we get close to the event, is to comment on the post you see me post, or tag a friend if it's something that you think they would find funny or interesting or entertaining, so that they see the importance you put on it and therefore will want to be part of that party as well. And then be sure to let your hostess know that she can ask you questions. If she has any questions, she should reach out either through Facebook or any of the other means and avenues she has for your contact information, so that you can help solve any issues, concerns, answer any questions together as you lead up to the party. So that kind of stuff. That's your first hostess coaching video. First. Notice I said that because there's a second one coming up. Okay. So you set up the event page for your hostess. She invites her guests. She does not mass invite her guests in one big message. She private messages each of the people that she would like to invite. For those of you who do in-house parties, you know the rule of thumb is about 1/3 of the people show up that are invited to a party. So 1/3 say they can't come, 2/3 say they're coming, another third bails last minute or in the days leading up, and then actually a third shows up. So if you've invited 50 people, you're probably going to get about 17 or 18 people to the party. Online, for those of you who are trying to book your shows and events online, about half show up from those who RSVP. So that's why you really want to push your hostess to get 25 RSVPs to the party, because you're probably going to get half, and then there's a lot of work leading up to that to make sure that that half actually shows up the night of the party, because it's very easy when it's a Facebook event to be like, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and watch TV. And they may or may, but their mobile's there. So if you can connect with them, they will turn it on and they will interact. Okay, so let's talk about getting those RSVPs. So we know from everything I've been talking about when it comes to social media especially, but this kind of relates to everything, relationships are important. Having a relationship with your hostess, having a relationship in some way with the customers, connecting with them is how they're going to feel that they can trust you. And time again, you see that this isn't something that's really stressed in a lot of areas. An example, I'm in a Hostess of the Month group, and I can tell you of I think we've done 6 months of the 8 months that we are committed to. There was only 1 month where I felt I really got to know the consultant who was serving us that month and who we were to buy from. She posted a number of videos throughout her month and really got us engaged. She asked us questions. She got to know us, and we got to know her. And I have yet to meet this woman in person, but I feel like I know her, and we're friends on Facebook, and I'm part of her VIP group. I can honestly say the other ladies in the group that have been our consultants so far, I don't even have a visual picture of, because their Facebook profile wasn't even them. They didn't do any videos. The customer service wasn't there. And frankly, I probably wouldn't order from any of the others in future because I don't feel I made that connection. So building that relationship is really important, not only for short-term success, but for the more important long-term success. So make sure that you take some time to build that rapport with your hostess and then with her customers and clients that come to the event. If it's in-house, that's easy. If it's online, you're going to do some different things to get that. So make sure I'm not missing any of my notes. When you do your event, if it is online, this is really more of another training that we'll eventually have about Facebook parties. But if it is online, don't be afraid to go live in the group, in the event, if you're doing it through an event page, which is probably how you're doing it, so that they can see you, they can hear you, they can say, yeah, she's got a trusting face, or that lady's crazy, and no, I don't think so. But at least they're seeing that you're a real person and you're not some fabricated thing at the other end that's just waiting to get their money and send them product. Okay, so the next thing, I think we've covered most things. Oh, the next thing you want to do is encourage your hostess to have a voice. So you're not going to do this in the initial hostess coaching video. You're going to do this after she's got at least 10 people who have RSVP'd to the party. So one of the days that you are posting stuff, you're going to private message your hostess. You don't have to do this one in a video, but you're going to challenge her, and it's a challenge, but it's a challenge. It's not really hard. You're going to say, you know what, Sally, I want you to do me a favor today, and I want you to post to the event page your favorite product, or you using one of the products you have from our company. And hopefully she has something. She's not so brand new that she doesn't own anything yet. Or if she is, she can go to your website and maybe snap a picture of something she really, really wants and why she wants it. Maybe she saw somebody use it and she fell in love. So have her do that, because her testimonial is going to mean more to her friends than anything you say. And it's good for you to see what she's most interested in, because that helps you identify what her friends are probably going to be interested in. Because if they craft together and she's used a flip-flap and they've heard all about them and now they all want flip-flaps, that's probably what you're going to sell really well the night of the party. Okay, and they're scrapbookers in that case and not card makers. So that's how you're going to continue to build that rapport with the customers and with the hostess. And then your last step, the day of the party. So again, online or in-house. Sorry, my daughter is getting a cold. Can you go sit back there for a sec, sweetie? Thank you. Okay, so the day of the event, you are going to send your hostess another video. So this is your last video, super quick. And again, I taped my video tonight. I literally taped them back to back. And here's one trick I did. I changed my shirt. So I was wearing this sweater and the shirt, but you can't really see the shirt when I've got the sweater on. And I had my hair completely down. And because I was like, well, and I did a little bit of makeup. I just put on some toner to even out my face because I thought I should make this look good if I'm going to use it again and again. And then in my second video, I tied my hair back and I took my sweater off so that you could see more of the shirt. So it looks like it was a whole different day. And I did that because I don't want my hostess to really think that I actually saved these and I'm using them again and again and again. If I can help it, I want it to feel more authentic because to me, that would be more authentic. Whereas if I was like, she hasn't even changed her clothes and her hair and it's the same day and she probably taped this months ago and it means nothing to her. I don't want that to happen if I can help it. Okay, so on that day, the day of the event in the morning, you should send this video out to your hostess. And again, you're going to keep it really, really super short. This one probably could be easily under a minute. You're going to say how excited you are for the event tonight and you're really looking forward to it. And you're going to send her another verbiage, so writing some words that she can copy and paste. So she is going to copy and paste this again to everybody she's invited to the party. So anybody who said they were going, anybody who said maybe, she is going to send this little blurb to, just reminding them about the party. You know, hey ladies, tonight at 9 o'clock, make sure you come on Facebook. We're going to do this party. Or hey ladies, remember my house, 7 o'clock. Don't feel that you need to bring anything. I'm going to have treats. I'm going to have wine, whatever it is. Just a reminder that the event is coming so that they're like, oh, right, yes, I got to make sure I'm there for that. And they're more likely, again, to attend. And some of your maybes, because it's that day, they're going to have a much clearer picture of what their schedule looks like. They'll firm up and you'll have a better idea of how many people are coming to the event. And then if it is online, usually you're posting leading up to the event, 15 minutes using one of the products you have from our company. And hopefully she has something. She's not so brand new that she doesn't own anything yet. Or if she is, she can go to your website and maybe snap a picture of something she really, really wants and why she wants it. Maybe she saw somebody use it and she fell in love. So have her do that because her testimonial is going to mean more to her friends than anything you say. And it's good for you to see what she's most interested in because that helps you identify what her friends are probably going to be interested in. Because if they craft together and she's used a flip-flap and they've heard all about them and now they all want flip-flaps, that's probably what you're going to sell really well the night of the party. Okay, and they're scrapbookers in that case and not card makers. So that's how you're going to continue to build that rapport with the customers and with the hostess. And then your last step, the day of the party. So again, online or in-house. Sorry, my daughter is getting a cold. Can you go sit back there for a sec, sweetie? Thank you. Okay, so the day of the event, you are going to send your hostess another video. So this is your last video, super quick. And again, I taped my video tonight. I literally taped them back to back. And here's one trick I did. I changed my shirt. So I was wearing this sweater and the shirt, but you can't really see the shirt when I've got the sweater on. And I had my hair completely down. And because I was like, well, and I did a little bit of makeup. I just put on some toner to even out my face because I thought I should make this look good if I'm going to use it again and again. And then in my second video, I tied my hair back and I took my sweater off so that you could see more of the shirt. So it looks like it was a whole different day. And I did that because I don't want my hostess to really think that I actually saved these and I'm using them again and again and again. If I can help it, I want it to feel more authentic because to me, that would be more authentic. Whereas if I was like, she hasn't even changed her clothes and her hair and it's the same day and she probably taped this months ago and it means nothing to her. I don't want that to happen if I can help it. Okay, so on that day, the day of the event in the morning, you should send this video out to your hostess. And again, you're going to keep it really, really super short. This one probably could be easily under a minute. You're going to say how excited you are for the event tonight and you're really looking forward to it. And you're going to send her another verbiage, so writing some words that she can copy and paste. So she is going to copy and paste this again to everybody she's invited to the party. So anybody who said they were going, anybody who said maybe, she is going to send this little blurb to, just reminding them about the party. You know, hey ladies, tonight at 9 o'clock, make sure you come on Facebook. We're going to do this party. Or hey ladies, remember my house, 7 o'clock. Don't feel that you need to bring anything. I'm going to have treats. I'm going to have wine, whatever it is. Just a reminder that the event is coming so that they're like, oh, right, yes, I got to make sure I'm there for that. And they're more likely, again, to attend. And some of your maybes, because it's that day, they're going to have a much clearer picture of what their schedule looks like. They'll firm up and you'll have a better idea of how many people are coming to the event. And then if it is online, usually you're posting leading up to the event, 15-minute warning, and then we're partying, that kind of stuff to get the excitement building as you lead into the event. So again, to make your hostess's job really easy, you're sending her the wording to use. She just has to copy and paste it privately to each guest, not in a mass message. Do not hit, because Facebook will let you message each guest. I don't know that it goes private message, so I wouldn't do that unless you knew for sure, because you want them to feel like she's taking the time to individually ask them there because she values their presence, and that is so important. So really, that's it. That's how you successfully coach your hostesses. It's all about excitement, building a relationship, especially with her, and serving her, giving her great customer service so that she gets those people there, and then you're going to have a much more successful event. I would say more than half the battle is the coaching you do leading up to the event, and then the rest is the event and the after stuff, follow-up, which we'll talk about as well later on. Okay. So that's all I had for the training tonight. Wow, that only took 23 minutes. When I'm really focused, we are focused. All right, talk soon. Bye.